Hey, what's going on out here? Like, y'all tell me what's going on out here and why is this coming to niggas' doors? What the how you climb the gate?
Man, what's good with the collective? Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and 7-up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. I know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps collective grow, helps collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate y'all. If you're watching on your TV, whatever the case is, I wish it was smooth 7. Shout out to the collective again. Might be a trigger warning or 2. I hope not. But I did want to go ahead and say, I seen a comment. Somebody in the comments said they think it's a good idea if I mash up all of the collective, saying if I mash up everybody in the collective literally going along with the intro. So like, say y'all record yourself doing the intro with me and we mash it up. So when I'm doing the intro, it's y'all doing the intro with me. Like, it's y'all doing the intro. And then we sync it, put it in sync, and then we get straight to the video. I think that'd be dope one time. Go ahead and show off y'all. Show off the collective. Give y'all credit, man. Because y'all, it's not just me. It's not just me. Without y'all, we wouldn't have this channel. So we all work hand in hand. So I think that's a good ass idea. Everybody send me their clips. Y'all send me clips and y'all send me new rabbit holes. So it's like, why don't y'all just send me clips of y'all doing the intro. I'll put it in the intro. Y'all get to see yourself. Y'all get to see y'all family. All that. Y'all let me know if that's a good idea. Also, I want to give a shout out to Noah. Man, last night, he actually helped us out last night while we was at Yard House. And we had not even met each other. And we started getting on the conspiracy talks. And we was going back and forth on different conspiracies that we believe in. Dope experience. I love running into y'all, man. I love running into y'all. It feels so refreshing to meet people that actually can think outside the box. And be respectful, and we don't insult each other even if we don't agree. That's the dopest feeling, man. I can't take that. I can't make that up. That shit is so dope. Shout out to Noah again, bro. If you seeing this, appreciate you. Man, it's all love. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
We got a glitch in the matrix, Booshkies. Look at this ladder. Look closer. Yeah, what's going on? It's a glitch in the matrix. Shabadoo.
Somebody gonna have a reason why that ain't that. It's something with the camera. Watch.
What happened to Jenna Ortega, you all? What happened to her? Why are all of these Hollywood actors, celebrities, whatever you want to call them, why are they always looking different? This doesn't even look like the same person at all. This is the Jenna I remember right here. Yeah, this one right here. This is the Jenna Ortega that I remember. So what happened, you all? What happened? Because that does not look like the same Jenna Ortega to me. It doesn't. This is strange. And again, she's not the only example of this. Almost all of these celebrities are beginning to look different. So what is really going on? Because again, this is the Jenna I remember, not whoever this is right here. What do you think? Comment down below.
That ain't the same person. She look scary.
Next week, we will have the Lionsgate portal, August 8th, 8/8. Russia just had an earthquake, 8/8. If you ever go inside of a store and look at a digital clock, you will see 8888. What's taking place right now is called the Great Reset. Can you feel it? Anytime you see 88, the Matrix is trying to tell you there's no more time left. The Matrix is Father Time, and Father Time just ran out of time. So when you see reports like this, tsunami waves hit U.S. shores after 8.8 magnitude earthquake, there's a deeper meaning. This video is about to get a little dark and a little deep. Stay with me. The earthquake that just took place in Russia is connected to Hulk Hogan. This man died at the age of 71, which is 8. Pay attention to the man name, Hulk Hogan. Look at the double H's. The letter H is the 8th letter in the alphabet. Hulk Hogan, HH, 88. Remember, they said this man was a 88 is also connected to the Germans. It's known as 88, the hate code. Remember, 2 H's is 88. Hell Hitler, HH, 88. Racist, racist. Remember, when you see this, they're trying to tell you we have no more time left. When you look at this image, what do you see? I see an 8. When you see the ambulance riding down your street, what do you see? I see an 8. Anytime the media keeps speaking about 88, they're trying to tell you that we are at the end of the story. The serpent ate his own tail. Did you know that there's 88 star constellations in our universe? We also have 8.8 billion planets in our universe that look just like Earth. Every year is 8.8 million tons of plastic inside of our ocean. Air pollution could be killing 8.8 million people every year. Did you know that we have 8.8 billion different species on this planet? However, it's only 1.7 million that have been identified. 1.7, a number 8. We have no more time in the Matrix. In the movie Back to the Future, they tried to warn you that time moves forward and backwards if you go 88 miles per hour. Same reason why they have 88 keys on a piano. Black and white, duality. We are really having a war between good and bad or light and dark. The people that control this world, they will be the evil ones and their time is running out. Don't forget, the so-called elites control Father Time or Father Time controls them. So everything is dealing with time. Anytime we go through a Lion Gates portal, we are going through an infinite loop. We can move forward or we can go backwards. This is not the infinity sign. This is number 8, sideways. Try to give people warnings and try to tell them that the great reset is taking place, but they look at you like this. In my ebook, I tell people exactly what's going to happen after the great reset.
It'd be crazy how you could tell somebody some shit and they literally look at you like that.
So I have to do a midnight post right now because some crazy shit just dropped, which corroborates Virginia Giuffre's story about her working at Mar-a-Lago when she was 16 years old and being stolen by Jeffrey Epstein. Apparently, it's all true. Trump corroborates it. Watch this shit.
Did one of those stolen, persons, that include Virginia Giuffre?
I think she worked at the spa. I think so. I think that was one of the people. Yeah. He stole her. And by the way, she had no complaints about us, as you know. None whatsoever.
I want you guys to note that this is the woman who recently killed herself. This was the woman that was photographed with Prince Andrew when she was underage. This was the woman that says she was over and over and over again by multiple men at Epstein's demand. Get your popcorn out. This is just not going away. Peace, blessings, and shine on.
This shit, bro. Damn.
Eita, papai! Ela tirou o ônibus do lugar, filho. Tirou o ônibus do lugar. A onda tirou o ônibus do lugar, filho. Esquece. Nunca vi isso. Jogou o ônibus pro lado. Que loucura, meu irmão. Olha minha moto lá, para. Minha moto, para.
Didn't Rio de Janeiro get hit with a flood? I could have sworn y'all tell me in the comments they got hit with a flood. I hope it come through this in today's upload because I remember seeing the comments. I just ain't got a chance to dive down that, and I seen there's more clips y'all have sent. There's a lot of clips y'all have sent, and I ain't even got a chance to get to those yet, but I will get to them as soon as possible. But somebody enlighten me. Let me know, especially if you live out there, because I could have sworn I seen Rio de Janeiro got hit with a badass flood too.
Hey, so what the do you mean Microsoft created a new form of matter?
Alright, so I got some insight on this, but don't shoot the messenger. I just love a good rabbit hole. So there were a couple reasons why Atlantis had to fall. One of the things that they were doing was mixing human DNA with animal DNA because they were trying to create a new form of slave. So they were making beings that were half man, half horse, half man, half fish. Some real fairy tale type of shit. Yeah, nothing is new. But that didn't cause too much of a problem because, again, in Atlantis, they still had free will. The only time other beings will interfere in our free will is if we are doing something that's going to affect the whole. The other thing that they was doing was misusing crystal technology, and they were actually playing around with black matter, which is what I think we call dark matter now. And the purpose of their studies with this dark matter, black matter, was that they were trying to create their own universe that did not fall underneath the law and order of God energy. Now that is where they Earth, but sending ripple effects through the universe. So how does this apply to modern times? Well, across the pond, there's a company in Japan and I think a couple different other companies who have had advancements when it comes to creating half human, half animal. Now, the explanation that they're giving us is that this is being done so that in case we need organs, we can basically get them from these creatures. Yeah, they back on their sweet tooth type of shit, but that's okay. That wasn't enough, remember? However, now, according to this guy's video, Microsoft has created a new form of matter. And this is released right after we're told about aliens. They lied about that for over 40 something years. My question was, why now? And then we also have been having these orbs in the sky at the same time that the artificial birds are falling out the sky. And they keep holding all these secret meetings to prepare us for alien interference. So I ain't saying, but I'm also not saying, but I'm gonna just go ahead and leave this here and y'all tell me how y'all feel about this in the comments.
Man, come on, bro. We just had this talk last night. Oh, this is crazy work. From Atlantis to the Tower of Babel. We was sitting there the whole night. I'm supposed to be eating, and we having me and Noah having a conversation, and he asked me about Atlantis. And I said, I think they was messing with some things they shouldn't have been messing with. He said he thinks that it was building the Tower of Babel there. And he think that it go way deeper than that as well. When it come to them telling us about aliens now, the reason why is because it fits their plan. They was giving us movies of it. Independence Day, little movies, you know, little things here and there, little crumbs. The reason why I think it's so evident now is because they got to make themselves known. They got to make themselves evident. And I think they're going to end up staging it one day. It's going to turn into Blue Beam. That's my opinion. They're going to stage it. They want people to be scared of aliens. Because they don't want people to know that they be doing all the dumb shit. They want people to be scared of that. So when they see it, they automatically think, oh, it's fallen angels. Oh, it's angels. I mean, oh, it's demons. It's fallen angels. It's aliens. And they're going to walk free. And then people are going to trust them. They're going to go into their doors and they ain't going to never make it up out of there. That's just how I would do it. If I'm doing that, I'm going to put the blame on something else that you ain't never seen. Get you all freaked out. Give you movies and all this shit. Put it in books. Put it in here and tell you this. How your mind run. And then when they come down and they staging it, you're going to believe the government. They want you to believe them. Why would they ever tell you the truth? If they ain't never told the truth, why would they start today? Don't make no sense, bro. Unless they got an angle they playing to run you and make you go in the direction they want you to go. They look at us as sheep, bro. That's the same thing they do to sheep. They scare sheep to go one way instead of going the other way.
Shooting incident in New York is still very bizarre. And I have more questions than I have answers to. And I know a lot of people out there have questions. They want to know what really happened. How did this man with that type of weapon unalive himself in the chest? How? Look how long that weapon is. I don't know. There's a lot of bizarre things surrounding this, especially the fact that the NFL is involved. And does anyone else besides me find it very bizarre the fact that this shooter supposedly had CTE? And remember, this upcoming horror film called Him is about the dangers of CTE. Very bizarre stuff. And this guy never even played in the NFL. He played high school football. And he had grievances with the NFL. I just want to know, how did this guy manage to get to the 33rd floor? And again, 33, if you know, you know. But how? How did he manage to get in such a secure building? And this is the note that he allegedly left behind. I have more questions than I have answers to. And again, what do you all think about this? Comment down below and let me know what you think. How do you think he managed to get in such a secure building on the 33rd floor and managed to use such a long rifle to unalive himself in the chest? I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, see, this is my first time hearing about it. I stayed away from it.
So the city of Philadelphia, better known as the city of brotherly love, is about to become a landfill? You heard what I said. The city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, is about to be covered in garbage and look like a landfill. So the reasoning for it is Philadelphia's mayor, Sherelle Parker, is in a labor dispute with the Department of Sanitation of Philadelphia. She claims they don't deserve to get a raise. She claims that their current contract right now is enough money for them to survive. But if you haven't seen the viral videos and photos that are coming out of the city of brotherly love, take a look at this video. Take a look at that. Keep in mind, their last day of pickup was just this last week, Tuesday. Look at this. And as always, with these labor disputes, there's always a chance to hit the pause button and continue negotiations. They gave her a deadline as to when they were going to strike and stop picking up the trash in Philly. She ignored it. Instead, gave the reporters remarks stating that people should conserve putting garbage out, take their time putting the garbage out. Are you for real? So in hindsight, her backup plan is going to turn Philly into a landfill, like I said. Think about it too. We are in the middle of summer. Here in the Northeast, I mean, temperatures are in the 80s, the 90s. The smell is going to be unbearable. Mice, rats, you name it, are going to start going through the trash, entering people's homes. This is just going to be so unsanitary and so unhealthy for the residents of Philadelphia that I feel bad for them. The bottom line is, like with any city employees, everybody deserves a raise. They work hard and now you're seeing, without them on the street, what Philadelphia looks like. In case you needed a reminder. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Give these people a raise and stop playing games, especially with something that's going to create a health hazard for all. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
I said in a previous video, y'all, and I remember saying this. There's people who sit and make choices for the people, and then there's us, the people. They don't see it from our perspective. Sometimes I feel like they try to pretend like they see it from our perspective to get a vote, to get in that seat. Once they're in that seat, they don't give two fucks about us, bro. They don't care about us. The crazy thing is, they're never on the same wave we are on. We never see eye to eye. I said that before. We don't see eye to eye with them people who be in them seats. We don't. Because once they get in those seats, there's somebody else that's their boss who's telling them what to do to keep the way of life how it is. They want to keep the way of life how it is. They don't want change, bro. Talking about you can't give them a raise. They pick up garbage, bro. The least you can do is give them a raise and be appreciative of that fact that they're willing to do the work that a lot of people aren't willing to do. But instead, we got people like her in office, in charge, making rules and shit, and she don't even respect the people that's doing the hard work. Respect everybody, but really respect people who doing the hard work, the back-breaking work. But if you ever had to struggle, if you ever had to go through back-breaking work, if you ever had to do some shit you didn't want to do so your family can have what they need, you probably ain't gonna respect a person like that. If you come from a privileged ass background, you ain't never had to work, and every time you complain you get, instead of having to, every time you want, you gotta work for it, you probably are gonna react how she's reacting. Or maybe not. You might just forget where you came from if you came from it. There's some people who do that too. But I just feel like that shit's messed up, bro. Philly, how y'all feel? What's really going on? If you from Philly, man, spam it up. I want to hear what's really going on. But I just don't think that shit's right. Because we all one paycheck away from being unfortunate with no home, bills, lights off, no food. And it's like, yeah, I don't like when people be in her position and they don't really see eye to eye with us. I don't like that. It's almost like they keep it like that. Why don't y'all put somebody in position that really come from this shit, who really understand this shit, who gonna show respect to everybody, who gonna fix this shit? Why don't we do that? I don't know, bro. I don't know. That shit's frustrating. It's frustrating. He right. Rats gonna be going crazy. They gonna be coming in people's houses more than they probably already are. Wow, bro. Wow. Pay the people.
Is there an underlying reason of why we have UFOs, extraterrestrials, even possible alien invasions, coming to Earth, in the press and government committees talking about this kind of stuff? What I'm saying is there a reason for this other than the fact that people are seeing stuff in the sky? Is it possible that all this stuff has come up and it's in the forefront, like the press, the news, the government talking about aliens and UFOs, because they're trying to desensitize us in case something actually does happen? If we hear about this stuff so much over and over again, that it becomes part of mainstream culture, not just for adults, but even for kids, that if something did happen, let's say an alien fleet came to Earth, peaceful or otherwise, that the odds of complete global panic would go way down because we've heard about it for years, if not over a decade. Now look, this is just an idea that pops in my head whenever I see one of these stories in mainstream media. Now, I'm not saying the story isn't true. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying maybe it's being put out there so we don't panic if something does happen. Let me know if you agree or if you think I'm just out of my cheese head. Because when I'm out of my cheese head, I'm kind of bald. Yeah. And the place to let me know what you're thinking is in the comment section. Shabadoo Bushkis. Shabadoo.
Seriously? What the hell? It's that hot here? Oh, wow.
看到感觉是干嘛呢？我的乖呀，感觉。
Want to know how hot it is in Australia? This hasn't been switched on. It's just been baking in the Aussie sun. Just goes to show.
This son is tearing shit up, bro. Some of them is old clips.
Hey, what's going on out here? Like, y'all tell me what's going on out here and why is this coming to niggas' doors? What the how you climb the gate? If you climb the gate with your side foot, you not human. I don't give a you climb with the pinky knuckle, bitch. Get the fuck out my house while I shot.
With the pinky knuckle, bro. I thought the same shit.
Where do they go from there?
Cooler.
Hey, I seen that. Hopefully she didn't take no kids while they took that back road.
So watch Oprah Winfrey not open that road up from Wheeler to Kalula, Hawaii. Shows you how disgusting and how evil these billionaires are. Now I want y'all to take a look at this map. This red line is where people have to drive all the way around because she owned that little blue private road that'll help them get straight to higher grounds. When I tell y'all I have zero respect for Oprah Winfrey after this day, like I do not like her. And we know what you did in South Africa with them kids in that school. And I guarantee you, boy, my God will punish you. If you sit there and you let all these people get washed away and all these people come up harmed, you should be charged with a crime and you ought to be sent to the penitentiary for the rest of your life, man. Hawaii, we gonna pray for y'all. And I hope y'all knock down whatever barricades they got and y'all drive right through her land. Nobody deserves to perish when y'all got a quicker way to get to higher grounds. Please, Hawaii, I'm telling y'all, do what y'all gotta do to be able to cross that little blue line. She don't own nothing. Though my God own this world. They don't own nothing.
Hey, that's facts though. I didn't like that either when I seen that.
Gridlock has gotten so bad in Maui that people are literally off-roading to try and get off of the coastal areas. But guess what? Our friend Oprah still has not opened her private road to help get people to higher ground quickly. Nope, it's closed. People are panicking and going off-road in vehicles that are not meant to be off-road. And so what happens? One person gets stuck and then a bunch of other people get stuck. But Oprah's road is nice and paved, isn't it, Oprah? It is completely irrelevant whether Oprah is on the island or not. Do you not think that she has people that are guarding and watching over her massive estate? They can open the road. They can open the gates. There's no need for that to be closed right now. Because God forbid the little peasants step foot on her paved road to save them and their families' lives. Oprah, what's the point of owning paradise if you can't even open your gate when your neighbors are running for their lives?
See, the point of having paradise is not for the world to experience or anybody else. It's for her and her peoples to experience. And I think sometimes, like us regular day people, we forget that because we don't get the chance to experience that type of stuff. We're too busy focusing in on the normal day-to-day life. We too focused. We got to focus on the 9 to 5. We got to focus on grocery shopping. We got to focus on bills. We got to focus on real life scenarios. Meanwhile, she all day gets the chance to kick her feet up and relax. Her money is endless. She's good forever. Her family good forever. You know what I mean? She intertwined with some powerful people, so she don't have to think or be on the same mindset that me and you are on. So that's why when we're looking at it like, why? How could you let people do this, and how could you let people not make it? And to us, that shit is like foreign. We can't think like that. It's not cool to think like that. For her, it's a way of life. That's how she's maintained. That's how she's got to the point where she's at. But me, I'll be honest with y'all. Spam this up if y'all agree. If I was in Hawaii and I was going through this shit and I knew that was one way to get through, I'm sorry. But we about to do 100 down her shit. I don't care, bro. We breaking that gate and we through there. If she ain't here, I don't give a damn what happened, bro. I'm not here to trespassing. I'll take the trespassing case. I'll take that. I didn't vandalize nothing with fence. Y'all gonna say I vandalized the fence, property damage to the fence. I'll take that too. But I didn't hurt nobody. And clearly, there's cameras and you gonna see, y'all gonna check everything from my tire tracks where I was headed. You gonna clearly see I was getting from point A to point B to get away from something. That's me. I take that, especially for my kids. I'll sit and go do jail time for that. If that's what you want to do, I'll take and do that. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. That's what I feel like people should have did. And yes, she did open it, but the fact that she didn't open it at first is why we discussing this. We not letting her ass off the hook.
People are asking her to open up the road. Look at the map. This is the distance from Oprah's road, and they have to go all the way around, allegedly. This is the map that has just been posted by a user. And the woman that gave the interview said that she was honking her horn. She was shouting for her to open. I don't know if she's at her house there, guys. We don't know. I don't know where she's at. I didn't Google where she's at. This post here, it tells you guys the name that the private road goes from. But the woman that made the statement said, I'm stuck with my children in the truck with sirens going off. If Oprah's road was open, I could have a way to get out. Instead, we will just have to hope and pray the first wave time estimates are correct and we still have time to get to higher ground. This would be a blessing if she just opens it. I don't know why she won't open it, and I don't know if there's anyone to open it. I'm putting a video of the traffic jam so you guys get a visual. As always, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments.
sad ass world sometimes.
Well, I just watched a video of that girl saying that everything's been so crazy because there's a time traveler who keeps going back to 2020 to try to fix things, make shit right, but he keeps fucking it up. Listen, I know y'all think I believe everything, but here's why I believe that. Because y'all don't remember this time last year, maybe a year and a half ago, that time traveler that was caught at the Airbnb in that shed on that guy with the Airbnb host ring camera. Bro, whatever you believe, okay? He went in, he was in his 20s, he came out, he was in his 50s, 60s. We never seen him again. You gotta be kidding. He's still out here. He's still out here. It was the same guy, the same shaped forehead, the same glasses. He looked at the camera. It's the same guy. He's still out here trying to make changes. That's where we're getting all these Mandela effects from. Didn't they look him up too, and they found his name, and they found that he was involved in like quantum physics and astrophysics? Bro, you can't make it up. That's him. He's still out here.
Avatar clearly shows you how they came and landed on our planet and took over our shit. How they cut down our biggest tree. We really had a tree that was like, we had like all the mountaintops was trees, but we had a tree that was super huge, like that was like the tree of life, if you want to call it that. We really had that tree. They cut it down, and now where that tree was at, it still glows in that location. They now call it the Aurora Borealis. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll pull it up right now real quick, family. You know, peace to the guys and goddesses tuned in. So, you know, it's a lot of things on our planet, family, that has been hidden from us, and they lied to us, and you know, called the mysteries of the world and shit.
Free Rashad Jamal.
So it's a lot of things that's strange about this situation that just took place in New York City. The shooter, Shane Tamora, literally drove all the way from Las Vegas, Nevada, to New York City to do what he did. Mind you, when he gets to New York City, he parks his car, gets out his car, and walks down the block with that assault rifle out just like that. At the time that he did it, everybody that lives in New York City knows that that is a very busy area. So he was able to walk past people with that assault rifle without anybody detecting it. And for the people that did detect it and tried to do something about it, meaning call the police, etc., I'm guessing they wasn't too successful. Okay, so he walks in the building and opens fire immediately, hitting a police officer and other people. The shit that's strange though is this. He gets in the elevator and takes the elevator to the 33rd floor. And while on the 33rd floor, remember the number 33, he takes his life. Now, strange thing is this. They say they found a 3-page note basically stating that he has issues with his head, meaning he has mental issues, meaning that he had received some injuries via football. And this is where the NFL comes into play. He never played for the NFL, but I'm guessing from what the note was saying that he might have held the NFL accountable for what he did. Maybe, maybe not. Police in Las Vegas search his place, find a group of things. They confirmed that he has mental health issues. Now here's my question. He had a license to carry a firearm in Las Vegas, but he also had a history of mental health issues. How was he able to get that firearm license when he had mental health issues? Again, this man drove all the way from Las Vegas to New York. He had multiple weapons in his car. He also had medication in his car. Mind you, in Las Vegas, police will call multiple times for a person in mental health distress, and that person was him. This man claimed to have traumatic brain issues. And again, he mentioned the NFL numerous times. And the headquarters of the NFL is at 345 Park Avenue. I want you to do the math on that. I'm out.
One of my biggest pet peeves in my comment sections is when black people tell me, don't work with that white person because they're going to steal your stuff, they're going to colonize you, they're evil, don't work with them. And that is the stupidest thing ever. I just got solar panels donated to me by white people. My welding instructor that let me build my first ever reactor in school and taught me how to weld to build my reactor was a white person. My karate instructor that taught me discipline, that taught me the perseverance I needed to build my machines, was a white person. And I learned great things from black people, great things from Asian people, great things from all races. And race doesn't even exist because we're spirits. This is just a shell. You're judging a tree not by its fruit, but by the color of its damn leaves. Why in the world do you think we're gonna solve any issue on this planet by division? Why in the world do you think that we will get any closer to all being treated equally if you literally are treating the people that you want to treat you better the way that you don't want them to treat you? You say you don't want to be judged. You don't want them to think you're a thug or you're this or that, but you're giving them that right amount of judgment right from the beginning. You don't even know these people. These people I pull up to, I know, I talk to, they're donating, they love the project, they're supporting. But just because they were born a certain race, they're immediately evil. Don't work with them. That is the most racist thing I could freaking imagine. That is literally racist, because if the cards were reversed, you already know damn well it'll be crazy. It'll be a race war going on. I can't stand that crap. If you're in my comments and you do that crap, get out of my comments with that. I am here to unite the world through solutions. I am here to unite people through solutions. The spirits we are, bring us back together as one. And I don't care what race you are. I don't even see it, because I got blown up last year. And look at me, I'm as dark as it gets. I used to get made fun of in school for being so damn dark. And guess what my scars are? My scars are freaking white. Look at my leg. I am literally white down there. Because color is an illusion. It is material. It's of this material realm. It's not even real. We're not even of this body. And so, I don't care about that stupid statement that a certain race of people can't be racist. If you are judging somebody, not by their character, not by what they do, not by who they are, you don't even give them a chance to prove who they are, and you judge them immediately just because of their race, you are racist, and you need to stop, because we need to bring the world together.
Talk your shit, big dog. What's crazy is I said that his mom said he was safe, and I seen a comment come in and somebody was like, FYI, this, and repeated the same thing I said, and I seen so many people was like, yeah, this video didn't say that he was safe. I said that. I said it. I said, bro, I didn't react to this for the longest because I wanted to see what was what. And his mom said he was safe. He was just keeping it on the low. Y'all go back and check that video. I said that. And if y'all go back and search the comments, go look. That shit was crazy. I was like, damn, do people not listen? It was like almost 200 people. That shit was crazy. But shout out to bro. And I say that to say, you can say something, and this thing called humans, we just don't listen sometimes. You notice I said we just don't listen. I didn't say they or you. I said we, meaning I'm in there too. I'm not perfect. We don't listen sometimes. He's gonna say this, and it's gonna be somebody out there. It's gonna go in one ear and out the other. It's gonna be somebody out there who's gonna have their mind made up, and they on their type of time. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts though.
Thailand experienced a pretty significant flood a couple of days ago. As you can see, it's likely not flooded there before, otherwise they wouldn't have built so many homes that look fully submerged. People are on the rooftops. Unprecedented. Now, how many places is this happening to all around the world? And in a similar, like within just July, we've seen insane flooding all around the world. Now, if you're paying attention to the headlines, it's because of the climate. But there's other headlines that you won't see on the headlines because it's suppressed, which suggests something else is going on.
I just ordered me some food. I'm kind of losing my last brain cell in this car because I just want to know. I want to know how I've been sitting here eating this meat and I noticed a row of teeth in my shit. And that ain't it. They got the top and bottom jaw in my shit. I just sat here and ate this food and bit into somebody's molar. And I'm saying somebody because I don't know if this is an animal or a human in this bowl of meat. Am I a cannibal? Or is it carnivore? What the word? What is going on? What's going on, honestly? A row of teeth?
I want y'all to go look up how many black truck drivers go missing. If you have a truck driver in your family, you need to send them as many videos as you can because the stories are here on TikTok. Let me tell y'all what's going on. They had a black man, 38 years old. He talked to his wife at 3:45 that morning. When he talked to his wife at 3:45 that morning, he told his wife he was getting down, off the interstate to go get some coffee. She never talked back to him ever again. I think his wallet and I believe the truck was found or something like that. But she haven't heard from her husband at all. So who has snatched this man? Where is this man? You think he just up and just left it and just, come on, bro? What's really going on? But I want y'all to go and look up truck drivers, black truck drivers that has went missing. You'll be surprised the stories that's out there. Though it's just not safe. And I know me and my husband has traveled. And we done got down in these little towns to stop to get gas. And it just don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? So sundown towns are real, guys. I actually talked to my nephew because he's a truck driver. And he told me he done walked in a store and he said, Auntie, everything just got quiet. So basically he knew he wasn't, he wasn't comfortable or he wasn't supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people had a problem of him being there. Talk with your loved ones, okay? And guys, share this man's story. I'm going to hashtag his name, okay? I'm praying for his family. Hugs and love. If you are a black truck driver, please be careful. Again, hugs and love. Y'all be blessed, J-Lo.
Hey, I seen your comments. I finally got to it.
Well, I've felt that way for a long time. And then I see my big face on that movie screen with no makeup on and my natural hair color, and I'm like, I just gave it away. I mean, I have always liked Shapeshift.
She meant that shit.
Break this down, y'all. So around 6:30 p.m., Shane Devon Tamora, who was 27, from Las Vegas, allegedly drove all the way down from Las Vegas to get to this point. He walked into 345 Park Avenue, which is a high security Manhattan skyscraper. Essentially, this is an NFL headquarters. This houses some of the biggest players' finance in the NFL. He was armed with the M4 style assault rifle, y'all. When he first got in that building, the first person he took out was an NYPD officer. Darrell Islam was his name. Before he ultimately was gone, he was working security at the office, y'all. And after that, he reportedly fired on 3 civilians, including Blackstone executive Wesley LePatner. And she was going on site, y'all. Remember this lady. A story will be made. It's a little crazy, y'all. But here's where it get a little wild, y'all. Tamora made it to the 33rd floor, y'all. A floor that, according to insiders, you needed an access key to get there. So if that's true, that means you don't just walk into that level. How did he gain access? Did somebody let him in? Did he have inside knowledge? Or was this planned down to every detail? And why that floor? Now, from reports, they said he was trying to get to the NFL office floor. They said Tamora left a note which was talking about CTE and brain trauma and his mental health decline. And this is what I don't understand, y'all. They said he was battling mental issues for some years. So how was he granted a license to carry in Nevada? And all in all, again, the 33rd floor is what gets me. Because if you know the meaning behind that, the symbolism, you will know what I'm trying to get at. Y'all, I feel like this wasn't just a shooting. I felt like it was a statement of some sort. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comments.
I ain't gonna lie. That 33rd floor thing made me think staged. I don't know why. Anything that come with that number 33, I automatically think it was orchestrated at a deeper level than what, you know, people would think of. I don't know. Shit, I was just having this talk last night when we was out eating, and we was talking about the George Floyd. It's just tricky. Where I was like, man, I don't know. Part of me feel like it's staged. Like they paid him off something and told him to go change his identity and live off grid or go live in another country or something. Spark diversity, spark division. I don't know, man. All I do know is this shit didn't happen by coincidence. Especially when you on the 33rd floor, bro. I don't know, the movie Him coming out. I don't know, bro. It just don't sit well. What y'all think? Me, I'm still gonna let the little details play out because y'all know more details is gonna come out. We know this. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts.
The Age of Aquarius is here to break down a lot of you quote-unquote spiritual woke leaders in the spiritual community, and Dr. Umar happens to be one of them. You see, the Age of Aquarius, it's about truth. No lies will stand in this reality anymore. And don't be mad at me. I am only sending a message. You guys are well aware that within our community, there have been strategically placed agents within the many facets of religion, schools, government, whatever area that we go in, these entities are there, and they're put there by the others. And when I mean by the others, if you guys seen the movie Us, then you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Just because they look like us doesn't mean that they are us. And his name isn't even Umar Johnson. I'm sure you guys are well aware from prior viral videos. He is one of the agents that was strategically placed into the system to infiltrate the energy of you and Big Mama, because you gotta see, money is currency, it's energy. So if you guys are feeding a system that is not feeding you, then what are you doing it for? And Big Mama says is enough, because Big Mama controls currency. She is Wata. She is Mata. Mata is material. It's what you manifest from the physical, from the metaphysical into the physical. And money helps you do that, doesn't it? Well, Big Mama says no more. The Divine Mother said he hasn't been truthful, so she decided to cut his currency off. And he is one of many. Remember, y'all, religion's already dead. A whole bunch of our people is just holding on to a dead corpse on their body. Isn't that necrophilia? And you wear the chain around your neck and it feels on you? Necrophilia. So y'all literally love a dead person. Necro on your neck. You can't make this stuff up, man. But yeah, the shift is here, y'all. Their world is crumbling. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
And the bank told me to enter my 16-digit card number. I did that. They told me they had no record of my account. They had no record of my account. The bank that I've been with since I was a teenager told me they had no record of my account. So then I called the bank, and the bank told me that my personal account, as well as the independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account, have both been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. And I was told that there is an investigation into my personal account as well as the school account. I asked them, was this due to suspicion of any fraud on my part? I was told that it was not due to suspicion of any fraud on my part, but I was told that it was due to suspicion of fraudulent activity. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account in the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access into my personal account and the FDMG account. Brothers and sisters, if you have sent a donation to FDMG, let's give it until the end of the month to see if this gets cleared up. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation would conclude. They have given me no definitive timeline.
Y'all said y'all don't like when he repeats himself numerous times. And if y'all notice, I stopped putting him on the channel. Because I know y'all don't like the repetitiveness. But I wanted to see if y'all was going. I seen some comments. Some was like, he an agent. I seen it. And some of y'all was riding with him. But I just didn't feel comfortable putting him on here. There was something that was a little bit off. And I haven't put him on since early on in the channel. Y'all remember? Spam it up if y'all remember this. If y'all noticed this. There's a couple times where I've done that with creators where I've been like, bro, can't put him on here. And certain people just stopped making it. Some people it wasn't like by choice, but yeah, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man. Like he was always so strong with his opinions. Now it's y'all turn to be strong with y'all opinions. How y'all feel? Spam it up.
Tell me about Summer Jam 2000. Crazy. It's live. We the champions. You heard
Michael
it.
Jackson.
We live.
King of rap, the king of pop. Holla.
Turned out crazy. Baby bet 20,000.
It's The Rock, you bastards.
As always, you heard? Holla.
McDonald's has 100% beef. Oh yeah. Yeah, so they have a company called All Beef that supplies their meat. Oh, I didn't know that. So saying it's all beef and 100% beef is just saying that they're using their company, not necessarily using the real meat. And what's even crazier, they found remnants of soy. There's like fillet. Yeah. And on top of that, when you eat a McDonald's hamburger, you're not eating beef from one cow. What you mean? You're eating beef from 1,000 different cows in one burger. Ew. Because it's just ground and put all together. Oh yeah, that's not bad though, right? How is that not crazy? 1,000 different cows, then. Actually, yeah. Different hormones, different whatever. Oh my god. Different organs, different energy. Back this, when they actually slaughter cows to make the meat taste better, they'll actually play classical music. For what? To calm the cow down. And there's an actual difference. If you eat beef that was calmed, it makes you like less stressed.
That's some bullshit, man. Mickey D's be playing.
What blood? The blood of this covenant, glory to God. Cut the covenant with his father God.
Glory.
Yes, like Moses of old. There's there's coming one. Oh! Don't ever do it. Don't ever feel sorry for yourself. Don't ever do it! Absolutely stunning. Sis. Delicious. It's so good. And he will be like Moses, and he'll live 120 years innocent. Yeah. Preach it, brother, preach it, brother, preach it. Just before the cross. The pure, spotless blood of God. And Hesed was performed for me.
Who remember that clip with Kenneth Copeland pointing at that lady, the reporter? I think it was a lady talking to him. It might have been a man, but he was getting in that car. That's the first clip I saw of this man, and that was on this channel. I didn't know who he was prior to that. If we ever want to say demonic, demon, possessed, or even a damn shape-shifting reptilian, gotta start with Kenneth Copeland first. Y'all spam it up and let me know. That's a weird ass individual. That's a weird ass individual, and he's in front of a church, bro. This is crazy world. Crazy world, bro. What's y'all thoughts?
Brinca, mané, brinca. Doideira, mano.
Ó a piscina.
Damn, prayers, man. This shit is wild.
Z is staying on the offensive, going after not only the attorney who filed the lawsuit against him and Diddy, that would be Tony Busby, the attorney, but also the accuser. And he has filed a new motion this morning, which we're going to get to in a moment, but basically he wants to level the playing field with the accuser. But first, we got to start with this response that Jay-Z had to the allegation. Catch you up real quick if you hadn't heard, but a woman who had filed a lawsuit against Diddy back in October, alleging that he had her at a VMA after party in the year 2000 when she was only 13 years old.
Right. Remember, this is when she allegedly was given a drink. She felt woozy, and there was Diddy, and there was a male celebrity who was unnamed at the time, and also a female.
Well, that unnamed celebrity is now named. She refiled the lawsuit on Sunday. She and her attorney, Tony Busby, refiled it and named Jay-Z as the unnamed celebrity involved in the. Jay-Z's response is extraordinary in that, look, we've seen all these lawsuits against Diddy, dozens of them now at this point, and frequently his response has been to deny it, but to say nothing else. Jay-Z went way more than just denying it. He did do that, but then went directly after the attorney. Part of his statement said, "My lawyer received a blackmail attempt from a lawyer named Tony Busby. It made me want to expose you, Tony Busby, for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny." This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these types of theatrics.
Damn. Y'all said that shit in the comments. Prayers, man. This shit.
This is why the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise still can't get a reboot. Right now, there is no reboot in production. It's not canceled, but it's just not happening. Studios are pitching, directors are submitting ideas, but no one has won the rights yet. It's like Leatherface is stuck in traffic. The chainsaw is revving, but he is going nowhere. The last movie was the 2022 version on Netflix. It had good visuals, lots of gore, but it totally missed the feel of the original. Critics and fans were like, this ain't it, and so the rights went back to Verve, which is an agency repping the franchise, and they're now auctioning off Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Here's where it gets wild. There are 5 to 8, at least, major teams pitching their vision. Taylor Sheridan wants to do a gritty Americana version. Jordan Peele's team might bring in that psychological twist. Even Glenn Powell, the dude from Twisters, is trying to star in and produce a version with A24. Verve clearly has a lot of great, really qualified people who can do it really well. But they are so spoiled for choice, which is why they haven't picked anyone yet. Osgood Perkins literally said, "I don't even know what's happening with it anymore." And he and Neon pitched this like slow burn back to the basics version, and it's just floating around in limbo right now. So even the creators are in the dark. Here's the issue. The OG Texas Chainsaw Massacre worked because it felt dirty, lo-fi, and disturbing. It was unpolished, and that's what made it terrifying. You can't just throw like CGI and blood on it and expect things to land. That kind of horror is so difficult to mass produce, and on top of that, it's even harder to reboot it. This is what Hollywood refers to as like the perfect example of an IP trap. Big franchises like this are so valuable, but they're also so risky. Everybody wants to reboot it, but nobody knows how to do it right. So now it's stuck in this weird in-between where it's like too famous to ignore, but too messy to fix. And Leatherface is just waiting for us, chainsaw in hand. But the question is, do we actually want him back? Or should Texas Chainsaw just be buried because it's perfect on its own? Follow for more freaky.
Hey, that very first one.
There were people taking pictures and videos of the tsunami. What are you doing? What are you doing? Get out of there. Get out of there. What are you doing taking pictures and videos of a tsunami? You out your damn mind or something? Luckily, all those people ended up okay. Soaked with kind of mud water, but okay.
Playing it real close to the edge, I see.
One of the biggest events is about to happen right in front of our faces and we're about to miss out. Or are we? What you seeing right here is called the Black Hat Hacker event, yo. It's happening from August 2nd to August 7th. Why is this important? Elon Musk is going to be there. I think that he's going to tweet out Black Hat, yo. This coin already been sitting and waiting for this event for a couple months now, which means that this been already calculated and speculated. It's only at a $500,000 market cap right now. If everybody sees this and even sees Elon tweet, it can easily go to billions within a day, meaning you will be instantly up. I know, y'all. Y'all like, yo, how does he be knowing this stuff? Don't worry about it. Wake up!
Shout out to Nizzy Conspiracy, man. Do y'all remember that scene, Cole? I remember that reacting to that.
I don't see him.
Super high up. Oh, I see him. Yeah, yeah. You can see the 5 individual. What a perfect circle, though.
That's so creepy. How do you have like a button in there that you just press to eject steam?
I think it would be automatic. Yeah.
That is so creepy that you just look up in the sky and you see they're lying to you.
It's like the Truman Show.
I feel like we're in the Truman Show.
You're in the Truman Show. We're all hackers. Look at the hackers back. You gotta look up. That's crazy. All of LA can see that. Yeah.
All of LA can only see the sky. They're lying to you.
I wonder if it's a TV show and they're lying to you.
Oh my god, if Dad was here, he'd be like, I knew it! I told you
guys! Oh man, this is a Truman Show. And I be wondering sometimes, like when we see certain shit, like what if that's somebody watching us? What if, like in the Truman Show, they was watching him. Like a TV show, they was literally watching him. What if we're literally every day go through something and it looks like a TV show to the rest of the world that isn't in on this show, and they watching us and they putting that in there, letting us know like, hey bro, they lying to you, bro. There is no real world. The real world is outside of where you're at. What if that was the case? And then it makes me think of the ice walls. And like, if there's land past there and the people past the ice walls actually are watching us every day go through our everyday life from the most tragic shit. Almost like The Purge. What if they get to watch, you remember we got on the movie The Purge, you got to see every little detail. What if we're inside the ice walls, we're inside the show, and there's people outside the ice walls, outside the show, and they get to watch us. And watch every little thing that goes on, from the most wildest, wicked shit to our happy moments. What if that's the case? Y'all let me know.
Go get me those guys. La thank you for the glitch on my views on have a lunch. Viu me.
Alguém vai perder um carro. Até daqui a pouco.
Será que molha aqui? Oh my God!
É só pular aqui.
Eita, cacete! Aí eu tô falando. Eu tô falando. Ó. Ah, eu falei que vem, rapaz. Olha lá.
Oi, já fechei o carro pronto pra...
And black Indians, don't let them lie to you.
Yeah.
I know I look the way I look. My ancestors look like all of y'all back 300 years ago.
Oh,
It
you
takes
know.
300 years to white us out. It only takes 3 generations to white out anybody who's melanated into looking like me.
And thank you for announcing that, 'cause I was about to say, like, we are indigenous to this land as well. A lot of people don't know our ancestors, so we don't know how to name ourselves to this land. You know what I'm saying? So,
Choctaws, Chickasaws, Blackfoots, you know what I mean? We know the Negro tribe. They know the Negro tribe. The Native Americans that are claiming to be Native know the Negro tribe. They don't want to tell there's a lot of gatekeeping going on. But we are Negro tribe. Maloney people of physical descriptions are Negroes with dreadlocks just like you.
I say, that's why you see the official depictions of the Ohlone people too. I'm like, you pointed that right, and they look just like the people from, you know. So it's like, what?
Within 3 generations, well, upon contact, they started mixing in with the women instantly. So within the first generation, there was already half-bloods. 2 generations within enslavement, there was already mulattoes and everything else. After that, we started turning white and white acid, and so a lot of people pulled that hard. When the other people
I say, definitely.
But yeah, Negro tribe all the way, bro. Every description, there's 45 descriptions of our people from Frisco to Monterey. All dreadheads, melanated. They don't
Talk about it. Talk about it.
They don't say nothing else. They don't say Mongoloid. Matter of fact, the guy came in the 1800s. He said, these people are not like the Indians of the North. These people are much blacker. These people are much darker. It's there. I got all that drive. Anybody follow me, you can find all.
Today marks 10 years that my sister has been gone. I have told this story before on Facebook. A couple of years ago, I told this story on TikTok. And I'm just trying to spread awareness. So TikTok, please understand this is for educational purposes only. My sister was unalived by her husband using witchcraft, black magic, root is what we call it in the South. Because he didn't want her to be successful. He was very jealous of her and he didn't want her to succeed. It is a long story, but I just wanted to put it out there that I will be telling the story again. I just need to get through this day. What y'all need to understand is this shit is real and that it could happen to anybody. So let me get through this day, and I will post part 1 probably tonight or tomorrow. And this time I'm gonna go in a bit more detail about what happened, why we caught it so late, and just try to understand that this could happen to anybody. She was beautiful, she was smart, she had children, she was talented, she had a lot going for herself. And when you are a powerful woman, and you come across a needy man, stay tuned for part 1. I just need to get through this day and then I will put up part 1.
Damn, bro, I wanted to hear the whole story, bro.
It began when this woman was watching the Twin Towers burning from her apartment in New Jersey. She noticed 3 men on top of a van, posing for pictures with the towers burning in the background.
And I could see that they were like happy. You know, they didn't look shocked to me. You know, they didn't look shocked.
The witness called police, who stopped the van hours later and arrested 5 men. All 5, it turns out, were Israeli. They were turned over to the FBI. Sources tell ABC News, during a check of national security databases, some of the men were listed as having had connections with Israeli intelligence. The men said they were just taking pictures at the time. They said they worked for a company called Urban Moving. The FBI obtained a search warrant for the company's offices. Not long after the arrests, the offices of Urban Moving were simply abandoned. Almost everything was left behind. In jail, the 5 Israelis were repeatedly interrogated and given lie detector tests.
Yuval Aviv is a counterterrorism advisor to the US Congress, but was once a spy for Israel's secret service Mossad. He says Urban Moving was a front company for Israeli intelligence.
According to the FBI, 2 of those movers
were identified as Mossad agents.
The driver of the moving van, Sivan Kurzberg. We are Israeli. We are not your problem. Your problems are our problems. The Palestinians are the problem.
FBI reports confirmed that the men were not taking somber pictures of a horrific event. When their 76 pictures were developed, they revealed the men had indeed been celebrating, smiling, hugging each other, and high-fiving.
That was an inside job, bro.
This world is ran by lunatics and mad scientists. Did y'all see this? It says for the first time, researchers have successfully grown human-pig hybrid embryo in the lab, which they described as interspecies chimeras. Now, don't get it confused. They've been doing these type of genetic experimentations, human cloning, and creation of chimeras, all right? This is what this is referred to as. It's called a chimera. This is the mixture of DNA, human DNA, in conjunction with animal DNA. So it's a massive lie when they say for the first time, all right? They actually have been doing experimentations with chimeras since the days of ancient Kemet, all right? When you see the hieroglyphics with man mixed with animalistic characteristics, this isn't just an analogy, all right? They've been had this type of technology. Believe it or not, some of the people that you work with, some of the people you see on a consistent basis aren't 100% human, all right? This individual actually looks like certain people that I have seen before, all right? All the people you see on a consistent basis, some of them are experimentations, all right, via mad scientists. You have to question yourself when you do a blood sample or you send something off for Ancestry.com, what are they actually doing with their DNA? What are they actually using it for?
Shit make you scared to get your blood drawn.
I think I know what's going on with the tsunami that just hit or is on its way to the west coast of the United States. Because I've been talking about something for over a month. The tsunami, which was caused by an 8.8 earthquake just off the coast of Russia, is just one of a bunch, and I mean hundreds, if not thousands of earthquakes in this area called the Ring of Fire. And the reason it's called the Ring of Fire is because those are volcanoes, some of which are active. Now, just last month I made a video about 1,000 recorded earthquakes in the Mount Rainier area of Washington State. Now, they were various sizes. I think the biggest was 4.3 magnitude, but those are still earthquakes near a dormant volcano. At the same time, this has been going on. That's a volcano in the ocean about 300 miles off the Oregon coast that has also been having hundreds, if not thousands of earthquakes in its area. So the fact that that 8.8 magnitude earthquake was off the coast of Russia in the area of the Ring of Fire makes me suspect, I have no proof of this, but makes me suspect something is going on in that whole area around the Pacific Ocean. But I want to know what you think. Am I crazy? Am I overthinking it? Is it all just coincidence? Or is something going on? Let me know in the comment section. Shabadoo Bushkis! Shabadoo!
Y'all remember Detta? Y'all remember Detta? And he used to get banned, talking about we're on the back of a turtle, or we're on the back of dragons. Remember how they said we was on how some of the volcanoes were actually part of the dragons? Do y'all believe that now? I'm just asking questions. I'm not saying I believe it, but it's worth the questioning. It's worth the when you go across that rabbit hole, you be like, bro, what? Let me know what y'all think, because I'm starting to lean a little bit more towards Detta when he says that now, where I'm like, bro. I remember we remember going down this, and his videos was getting taken down and blocked, and he was getting removed off of TikTok for this shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. Or I got another one. Do y'all think that with the volcanoes erupting in the ocean, do y'all think that will cause more of another landmass? How Hawaii has been made a landmass and made land now? Do y'all think that can happen in the ocean? And we get a whole new landmass to just rise up out the water? I'm just asking, man. If so, who takes that land?
I know I'm healthy. Shit. So when you go to the doctor, think about it.
All of a sudden,
why do you get a physical? Yeah. Why would they want a physical? Why do you need to check on me, and then you can't even get your results back from the doctor unless you request it? Other people not going to the doctor, getting just ordinary checkups, and they're not even telling you what's wrong with you. Yeah. They taking blood. Why are you taking my blood? And then need my blood for in the tube to send it to the lab to do what? For a physical. If I didn't come in and tell you something was wrong with me, why are you taking shit from me and then not even giving me the result? It's because they put you on a log. So now what happens is they might say, okay, this brother came in, he was 230 pounds, he got this type of blood type, and his heart is this healthy. So now when this rich ass white man comes and say, I want to live, I don't want to die, they're going to say, well, oh, match, kill him, car accident, take him. Because think about it, when you die, what's the first thing they do? An autopsy. What's an autopsy? Where they cut your sternum, your chest cavity open, and they remove shit out you. Now I got a question. If I get shot in the head, you know how I died. I got a bullet hole in my goddamn head. Why the my chest up? Because when black people die, they take their organs. Melanin is the number one cash cow in America right now. Melanin is worth exactly $356 per gram. More than gold. That's right. Worth more than platinum, gold, silver, copper, anything that's
they're making us chase down the gold and platinum when the melanin is the one thing.
Now do the knowledge. If you want to add that up, 150 pound man on the scale of melanin is worth $28 million. So how much you weigh? Maybe 230. So you about 50 million. So when you die, they don't gotta kill. So when you die, they in you. Boom. Give me them organs. Autopsy. We selling them to the highest bidder. So why you think they got fast food restaurants everywhere? Because the bigger you get, the more you work.
The first person I heard say how much melanin cost and said it was worth more than gold was King Los. Shout out to King Los, man. Y'all know I had to get him on a feature last album. I had to do the song called Energy. That was the first person that ever laced me up and was like, well, he didn't lace me up personally, but he said it in a song. And he was like, bro, melanin worth more than gold. And he said it how much a gram it was worth. That's the first person that said it to me, and I heard that. That's the first person I heard say it and gave the game, and I remember that to this day. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man. Let me know y'all thoughts. But y'all know we made it to the end of this, and if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate y'all, man. If you haven't subbed up, you're watching on your TV, whatever the case is, I wish it was smooth 7. Shout out to the Collective again. I love y'all, man. I appreciate it. And I hope y'all good. Hope y'all vibrating high. And until I see y'all in the next one, y'all know what it is. We gone.
Ay, I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know